welcome. It is 2018, a new year, a fresh start. We hope this year you can finally buy that perfect home you've been looking for. A very happy new year to all of you and welcome to First Time Home Buyer. I'm Manisha Natarajan, and joining me to answer all the questions we get on this very first show of 2018 is Sameer Jasuja, founder and MD of Prop Equity. So Sameer, what is the new year resolution? Just don't talk about losing weight.
First of all, I'd like to wish you a very... First of all, I'd like to wish you a very happy new year and all the viewers of CNBC. Yes, the biggest resolution, you've got it bang on right, Manisha, is to lose weight, which is almost half the population's, wish on the wish list. And the second would be probably to try and work harder.
All right, try and work harder and, of course, lose weight. On that note, let's tell you what are the markets we will cover today for top picks in property. We will get you NCR Dwarka Expressway, an opinion on whether this is a market worth holding on to or should you be selling if you've been an investor. It has been a big investor-driven market. Hyderabad will be covered in a budget of 50 lakhs. Kondapur, to be precise, is the micro market we'll be looking at and analyzing. Bengaluru at 50 lakh, and of course this one is a tongue twister, so I hope I get this right, this Doda Kaneli. And there's also Bengaluru again to cover electronic city in a budget of 70 to 80 lakh rupees. Pune, near the Talegaon region, what can you buy, or if this is a market you should be holding or selling on to? We've got that question as well. One more of Bengaluru, my God, that's the 2018 big bang beginning. KR Puram in a budget of 80 lakhs, top projects to buy. And Mumbai, Goregaon in a budget of 1 crore. What can you get? Let's dive in straight, and we've got Sanjay waiting by patiently. Sanjay, a very happy new year. And I believe, what is your new year resolution? I hope it's not losing weight.
Happy New Year to you and to Sanjeev also, and Happy New Year to all the viewers. My query is regarding Dwarka Expressway. And this is a property called India Bulls Enigma at Sector 110.
Right.
And this is in the making for the last 6 years. I booked it in 2012. Now we are expecting a part completion in maybe another few months, but it's still not fully ready. And I wanted to know, how do you rate this property? And there is another property in Dwarka Expressway called Diplomatic Greens. So is that a good option to switch over, or we should wait for this position, which is already much delayed?
Wow. Okay, that's a very interesting question. Well, Sameer, we've been hearing for the longest time that the last hurdle for that little bit of patch for Dwarka Expressway has got cleared, and finally we should see completion in the next 6 months. So at least that's been a big progress for all the investors in this market. And this is, Sanjay, has an interesting question. Should he sell Enigma and buy into Diplomatic Enclave of Puri Constructions?
We would like to give a third alternative over here as well, and we'll talk about it as we progress. First of all, Dwarka Expressway, we've been hearing about clearances happening with respect to that road for the last 3 years for sure. Secondly, that the social infrastructure hasn't really caught up there. So our recommendation for Mr. Sanjay would be to consider selling India Bull Real Estate. It's a good project, very good location within Dwarka, and so is, by the way, Diplomatic Greens, a project that has been ready, one of the best projects on Dwarka Expressway. But having said that, we would recommend you to consider a more livable area, a more upcoming area, golf course extension, which has been one of my favorite micro markets in Gurgaon. Now you see a lot of commercial employment generation happening over there. The projects that were stalled have started to get ready, and there are good choices at very affordable price points really to buy into a project in golf course extension, get a decent rent or move in yourself. So for us, Dwarka Expressway, which is still a very futuristic market, unfortunately, doesn't really get a thumbs up to go and buy into a better project even, because that market is going to take still 3 years more to get established. So coming back to golf course extension, it's an adequately supplied market, so good choices to make over here. It's an active secondary market. Rating is 7. All the social infrastructure is improving as we speak on a day-by-day basis. Something or the other keeps coming up over there, and it draws its social infrastructure from both the Golf Course Road and Sona Road. Recommendations from our side: Palm Street Select by MR, This project is getting ready next year, available at an attractive price point of 7,500 on the resale market. Heritage One, again a reputed developer doing niche developments in golf course extension, called Conscient Infrastructure is the developer, ready since 2016. Lastly, we have Uptown by Ario Management. This project also got ready in 2015 and is available in the resale market. So all ready projects, almost movable, livable, possibility of appreciation also over here going forward, because you're really buying it into these projects at rock bottom prices.
So Sameer, I completely agree with your analysis of shifting out of Dwarka Expressway to golf course extension, but I have a quibble on the supply rating 7. After you've said there's no social infrastructure and really not even a completed infrastructure, which is the expressway itself.
Manisha, I was referring to golf course extension. With respect to that rating.
All right. So rating, your location rating is golf course extension, which is 7. Okay.
Yes,
got
because
that.
That's the recommendation I'm making over there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got that. Okay. Let's move on then. This is Tejas Parikh's question. He's on the line now. Tejas, hi. Go ahead. Ask your question.
Hi all. Thank you for me doing this show. I would like to ask a question on Hyderabad. I would like to invest around 50 to 60 lakh for 2 to 3 BHK apartment, which should be ready to move. And I'm looking for in and around Madhapur area.
In and around Madhapur area in 50 lakh rupees. We'll have to take you around, because in Madhapura is, of course, not available at that price point. Sameer, where do we take him?
So very close by micro market to Madhapur. Kondapur is another micro market over there. Proximity to high-tech city, just 5 to 7 kilometers away. Decent connectivity to other parts via the MMTS and the Gachibowli Miapur road. It's a market again that's appreciated marginally, I would say 3.5% on an annualized basis. Good news is it's undersupplied. Rating is 6.5. We're talking about for ready to move in properties, which is your requirement. Good choices to make over here. Properties available directly from the developer also, which adds to your ease of buying process. Luxury apartments being the first recommendation by Trishula Infrastructure. All these 3 projects I'm recommending are getting ready this year itself, so they are brand new projects that you can move into. Available with the developer. Sai Subhashini Tower by Gautami Developers. This project is at 3,700 rupees a square foot, available with the developer. And lastly, we have Zeno Platina by Zeno 5 Constructions and Projects. This project is around 4,000 rupees a square feet, slightly more expensive, but the size is slightly smaller. And this project is also ready this year itself.
All right, Tejas. So hopefully amongst these 3 projects, you will get your top pick. 2018 is just start of the year. So wishing you a very happy new year. And 3 projects that you can look at: Luxury Apartments, Sai Subhashini Tower, and Zeno Platina. Okay, we're going to take this question, which has come on email. Shankar Ganesh writes in, he wants to know a few projects for long-term investment in Bangalore with a budget of 50 lakh rupees. Again, Sameer, it's really the sweet spot, 40 to 60 lakhs. 80% of our questions come for this particular budget. So anything in Bengaluru,
Right.
which is, looking probably good from an investment perspective, and 10 years, wow. I mean, I'm surprised people still have that kind of a long-term view when it comes to real estate.
Well, in this case, we also had to look at the budget, which was not very high. So we've shortlisted a micro market, which is Doda Kanali. It's an end-use driven market with good social and physical infrastructure. It's located on Sarjapur Road, which is a hotspot for residential mid-level development, 2 kilometers from the Wipro headquarters, and houses RGA Tech Park, which is 18 acres operational, so generating a lot of employment. So, all these data points or all these attributes are very important for a development to do well in the near future. Also, because you have a long-term horizon, there is adequate supply available in the market, which should come down to undersupply over a period of time, and you can make the right choice. Location rating is 6.5 over here, which is also a big positive and will only get better as time goes by. The 3 recommendations from our side, Trifecta Jolie by Trifecta. This project is available with the developer, just got ready this year itself. Mana Candela by Mana Projects. This project is getting ready next year. It's slightly more expensive, but still under 50 lakhs. This project is available with the developer. Just got ready this year itself. Mana Candela by Mana Projects. This project is getting ready next year. It's slightly more expensive, but still under 50 lakhs. This project is available with the developer. And lastly, we have Chetana Green Park by Chetana Developers. This project is the cheapest out of the lot and got ready this year itself, available with the developer.
Okay, so Doda Kaneli is the market that has got shortlisted for you by Prop Equity. And Shankar, a very quick look at the 3 projects that you can look at. And for anybody who just has a investment perspective in Bengaluru, this is not too far from Sarjapur Road, which is also a big employment generation hub. There's Trifecta Jolly, there's also Manakandela too, and there's Chetna Green Park by Chetna Developers. Okay, we've got another caller waiting by. This is Vinod Shirke, who's joining us on the line. Vinod, a very happy 2018. Go ahead, ask your question.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Same to you. Thanks for taking up my query. Just see, I'm the lucky winner of this MADA 2017 lottery. So
Okay.
I have got a 1 BHK a kind of a thing with a carpet area of a 475 square feet and then built up area of 650 square feet in Kandivali West, Shimpoli.
Okay.
At a price of 74.2 lakhs.
Okay.
So just wanted to understand, should I purchase that property or I should not?
Wow,
It is a MADA property.
Yeah, well, Vinod, this is a very interesting question, Sameer. Most of us believe that if there is a DDA or a MADA property which is coming up and you've got that lottery, maybe just go ahead because, it would probably be the best bet or best priced real estate. How is it faring for Vinod?
In Kandivali, the weighted average price is about 11,800 rupees a square foot. Hence, 74 lakhs is a reasonable price for a 1 BHK. You can definitely go ahead with the property. Typically, MADA properties are trading at a discount. 2 reasons for that. One is that the quality of construction is not that great. But having said that, they also come out with cheaper price options because their land acquisition prices is much lower. As I mentioned, the weighted average price of this micro market is 11,800. The micro market is adequately supplied. The location rating is 7. Having said that, if you want to look at private developments to compare and exchange notes to be able to make the final decision, then you can look at the 3 recommendations from our side. Kandivali is, is a perfectly well-established secondary market with enough commercial establishments. The location rating is 7 because all possible social infrastructure is already in place. 3 recommendations that you can also consider are Ruparel Optima by Ruparel Realty, getting ready in 2021, available from the developer. Then we have Kalpavrush Heights by Setia Infrastructure. This is 21,000 square feet, rupees a square feet on carpet area. The previous one was also on carpet area. They're getting ready in 2019. And lastly, with Parini Essence by Parini Realty, this is 19,800 rupees a square foot on carpet area. So cheapest out of the lot, getting ready in 2019. Mahada, you can definitely go ahead with. Private developments, better quality of construction, better communities. These are the 3 choices that you can consider for that.
Sameer, they're also smaller apartments. I mean, I'm not looking at the price at all because these are carpet area and of course what he's got is built up area pricing. I'm just taking the livable space he's going to get. So all 3 projects which have been recommended will give better amenities to the gentleman, and they will also, though, shrink his livable area. These are all ranging between 330 square feet in carpet area, while the MADA flat that he's won in lottery is 400 plus, isn't it? That's what he mentioned in his call, that it's about 420 or 475 as built up area, Sameer. That's quite a lot of difference
Manisha,
in a tiny flat, isn't it?
I would agree with you, and that's why we made that recommendation that he can definitely go ahead with that property. But, if he wants to upgrade his lifestyle and go for a slightly smaller development, then private development is a preferred choice.
And okay, that's another point. And Sameer, there's something that you mentioned which I would like to discuss a little bit more in detail for Vinod's sake, and of course anybody who's won a MADA lottery and wants to take that decision, is that you just mentioned that MADA properties go at a discount. So are you saying that the appreciation prospect of MADA properties is likely to be lower than private developers who come out with a better product?
Manisha, it's just, the best part about these lotteries is that you can immediately get a premium and get a true market price on day 1 when you win the lottery. So it's an executable product. Second, it will always be at a discount to a private development for multiple reasons, because there is clearly a compromise on construction quality. The amenities don't add up or are not comparable to a private development, and that's why it will always be a discount, but there's a premium to that property because it's at a super discount when you get a lottery winning opportunity, and then you can sell it at a discount to the market price.
Okay, interesting dynamic. So Vinod, you won the lottery. If you actually like the plans and the amenities that have been recommended in the 3 projects, then probably you can sell your Madhav project and buy this one, especially if this is a project that you're going to live into. I would recommend do take a look at those 3 recommendations by Prop Equity. All right, if you've got a question on buying or selling a home, write into us. We are very easy to reach. Do leave your contact details, because we sometimes need more information to help you take that right decision. We'll be back after a very short break.